Right, let's look at the equities reviews, not financial advice, just what we can see and share. So take with a pinch of salt. Right, let's get into it. Let's start with the dollar index. I think last week I was expecting a pullback, and we've got a pullback. I think next week the dollar goes up, continues its leg to the upside, to somewhere around the 102 mark. That's what I'd expect to happen. So I expect the dollar to go up, which means all the others will crumble, they will struggle. If you put it on a 4-hour chart, quickly have a look at this. You can see here we've confidently closed and we're pulling back. I think this is a pullback to go back to the upside. If I put it on a daily, normally when you get these sort of candles, big selling candles, you tend to go back the other way first. So I'd expect this to go back the other way and then create our divergence before any collapse to the downside happens. So if I put it on here and put it on the RSIs and look at the RSIs, and you can see here we are in a good place. Stochastics is almost oversold. So I would expect that this will continue its leg. You can see here the RSIs did not cross, none of them cross. So this will continue going up, most likely goes up on the dollar. So let's look at gold then and see what gold is doing. So we had a very big, strong selling candle. Normally with these big selling candles, I think you tend to go back up first before you go down. So I wouldn't be surprised if you put it on there 4 hours. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this we get a bit of a move up first, back to maybe about 4.5, even all the way up to somewhere here to 4.670, because the RSIs are also, this is also went oversold quite a bit, and we are still oversold. So it's possible that we get a bit of a move up first. I will probably say to here before you continue the leg to the downside. And a daily chart, yeah, so you probably can come all the way up to here, 4.660. So let's just get this here, 4.660. And then continue the leg to the downside to around the 4,120 zone, somewhere there, before you get a proper move to the upside. So more downside on gold into the coming week after a brief, bounce up. And then if we go and look at silver as well, weekly chart, all oversold, properly sold out. I still expect this candle to be exceeded, so more downside. You may get a small move back to the upside, about 71.5, 0.6, 0.7, somewhere there, and then continue the leg to the downside into about the 54, 55 zone, would be what we'd say on silver. Let's move on to oil and look at oil. So oil, we expect oil to go to $150. So you've had a good pullback, and now you'll continue the journey. If we bring it on the daily chart, it's a pullback. So we've done one of our cycles here, and we haven't gone up. So we need to go higher. We need to go higher, and I think we'll go higher to go higher. So this thing could easily be going to $140. I think next week, from an initial target, I think it probably goes up again to these tops, the 135s, 136, somewhere there is where you'd expect us to get to, and then maybe we'll cool off properly, then we'll go up again. So more upside on oil. Then we look at Google, which is something we're tracking as well, looking for opportunities to buy. So yeah, so now you definitely have a shorting opportunity on Google. I think this probably comes all the way back down now to initial target 245, but I think it comes all the way back down to these tops here, which is around the $200 mark, will be what we say, will be probably the bottom, $200 to 210, somewhere there. So this will definitely be coming down. If I look here on the daily chart, yeah, we've crossed down on both. Yeah, at the very least 260 is the minimum target that you can expect on this. So some more downside on Google as well. And I think those are the key ones that I am tracking at the moment. Yeah, and MicroStrategy is another one. MicroStrategy, this is giving me, I think, some indications of a very good buying opportunity. We are below the 200, and whenever you're below the 200, tends to be a very good place to buy on MicroStrategy, on the history of MicroStrategy that we know of. So I think this will probably come below this candle. It comes down to about the 75, 76, maybe as low as $70. And then you probably then get a proper sling off to the upside. So that'll give you a beautiful divergence in play. So $70 to about $75, great place to pick up some MicroStrategy, as obviously that is going to go all the way back up, at the very least, to about back to the, $300 somewhere there. You see how it plays out. It may even and go up into a new all-time high. So MicroStrategy flagging at a great buying opportunity. You don't get these opportunities that much, as you can see. Anytime you buy the weekly oversolds, you tend to do really well. Anytime you buy the oversolds, you tend to do well. So that's what I've got in terms of the equities and stocks, and wish you all the best and God bless.